I think I need to activate all of these. All right, how's the stream audio now? I hope that fixed things. We can always pull up the content over here. Live. Streaming software, hang on, go back. Let's activate our bishop. Oh, sweet, we're good. We got everybody in here. Hello, hello. Oh, dude, Austin, you got infinite in 2 days. That's amazing. I was deck testing to be able to set things up, and I have not made infinite yet. But we are right on the cusp. Today is going to be our serious push. Hello, Sham. It's good to see that you're joining in on the stream. Oh, let's see. What do we like? What do we like? Dream Dimension always feels like it screws me over. Certainly, Electra is fun here to be able to kill their Mantis. And then it's probably just Collector onto the same location. Looking for a good target of Shang-Chi, and then whatever else we can get. Our draws were not the best this game. We'll see if we can turn things around. Hang on, they reveal first. There is a chance we could use Shang-Chi to be able to kill their Angela and then get in. Can't wait for the global release. Hope it doesn't flop. I mean, it's fully playable right now. I don't think it's gonna flop. I have a high degree of confidence here. The opponent is snapping. We're able to play Shang-Chi. This does catch us up. If they play to the location, because they reveal first, Angela's going down. And then we play here just to lock up Sokovia, and we snap back. I think I am most excited for, well, one, the PC version, because then I can finally get a screen overlay that is not cramped on a corner with low resolution and make it much clearer for you guys to see what's going on in the game. I feel like it's going to help content a lot at least. And, oh, they went all in on Hellfire. Well, victory. The bots knew Shang-Chi would, hang on. Iron Man to Dream Dimension. No, it wouldn't have won. Yeah, we locked it up. We might reach infinite very quickly, in which case that's fine. We'll just keep on playing. I have some decks that I would like to test. Yeah, so as a content creator, I'm a little biased for what we're getting, but I am looking forward to that. And let's see, let's go ahead and get an extra refill on our missions. We got some gold on the previous ranked tier that we opened up, so we have enough to be able to get some refills here. Hop back in with our bouncy deck. Hope they fix bots generating cards. Austin, you want the bots to be easier? I feel like, I don't know. The bots generating cards, I think, is just how they want the bots to work. Now, it does feel bad that the bots will reliably have the specific counter to what you're trying to run, but I mean, I don't want playing bots to be an absolute freebie game either, so it's... Honestly, I think we hold Agent 13 because she can empower the Collector. It's tight, but we'll hang on. You want bots to have specific decks? I hope they do. Bots seem to have answers for everything. You want your easy 8 cubes? Okay. Well, here's the thing. On full release, I think we're going to be playing a lot less bots just because the player base is going to explode. Hang on. I've forgotten. Does Collector interact with District X guys? I feel like it doesn't because all the new cards are still counted as in your deck. I mean, I got Onslaught on Citadel and bot generated Quake to mess up the... Oh, she had Quake to mess up the locations? That's insane. I don't think they generate during matches. I'm pretty sure that they only generate... They will only generate at the beginning of a match. So they read your deck list, they generate their deck list, but they're not adapting during the match. That's so rare though. Bots are already easy, let's be honest here. The amount of times I got bots are rare compared to the amount of times we 8-cube them. Yeah, we can still body them. I hate that they got Colossus on me. Because now I don't think I'm able to reach over and win Death's Domain. And then with Giganto locked on left, I feel like we kind of got screwed over here. We'll still play Nightcrawler to be able to move them out and get the stack on Bishop. And then probably play Okoye. Try and get something to combat them. I mean, Quake and Hella discard deck, so why even need Quake? I mean, he generated it live. Yeah, he generated it at the beginning, or because of some effect. I do like that with the new season, they updated the decks that the bots were running. Because they didn't used to run a Hella discard, and I feel like I've seen some other ones as well. The bots are running some fun takes. We have Hella. Hella is intriguing. I don't know if she's particularly useful to us. Let's see. So the play is actually Uatu for the +2 at District X. And then Electra to be able to get the buff on Bishop even though she dies. And then, I mean, we're looking at playing Hella to Crimson Cosmos, which is crazy. I'm not going to snap on this one. District X screwed over our whole game plan. That's the Iron Man. Maybe we just retreat here then. Unless we get a way to be able to win a Death's Domain. But nothing in this game was discarded, so Hella actually doesn't help us. We didn't get any other discard synergies. Oh, Chavez. That's fun. Retreat. District X. I had a bot get Jug through the hub, and they jugged my Patriot combo mid on 6. Oof. Harder for me to climb ranks since people can retreat mid-game. Yeah, the people at the beginning of season, everybody's tryharding, which I think is, I mean, it's kind of fun, but it is way harder to be able to climb versus like once you've made Infinite, nobody really cares too much about their cubes, and then people are playing for fun decks and they're more likely just to sit there and see what happens at the end. I don't know, on higher rank bots are cheaters. Cosmo on magic lanes, etc. Oh yeah, the bots. There's some really disgusting bot combos I've been hit with that is like totally out of the blue. Doesn't fit in their deck list, and it just absolutely shuts you down. Like they're gonna have the Rogue, they're gonna have Enchantress and do crazy things. Is Nick Fury a good buy or nah? Ooh, well, here's the thing, Sham. I think that it is not immediately solid in the meta. It was looking good as a leaked card back when Collector got +2 for every card generated outside of your standard deck. But now that Collector has been gutted, I don't feel like Nick Fury is that great. Now, it also comes down a little bit on if you want to buy him to your philosophy of how the devs are going to treat the game. If you think that the devs are going to feel like they have to buff premium cards because people are paying for them, then Nick Fury is likely going to get a buff later on. So it might be worth it to get him now and get used to him. But just in terms of being able to immediately use Nick Fury, I don't think that he's that great of a card to chase after. Start because he gets a mix of the cheater bots and the dumb bots. Yeah. Yeah. The bots can be all over the place. Sometimes they do the most brain dead plays, and then other times they come out with something that a human could never have predicted to be able to game the system. The most egregious thing is that bots absolutely break your ability to play certain cards like Leader. I'll play Leader and they'll do nothing. And a human player would never do this. Let's see, what's our game plan? We can just kill the Blade, which feels pretty good. But Neg Zone is just killing me here. Maybe we go Black Widow just for a little bit of control, and then we hold Shang-Chi. Why am I holding Shang-Chi? I don't know. We need to be able to buff up Shadowland. This one's a rough one, guys. The new bots with Collection Reserve avatars, they're broken with double Death Wave, etc. Are they doing the Moon Girl death combos? Yeah, that's a nasty combo. Now we get the Bishop, of course, of course. I mean, I feel okay about this one. But I do flip first. They have Apocalypse here. Oh, they had Agatha. What? They had Agatha the whole time? The bots are playing Agatha decks, guys? The bot AI is being taken over by the Agatha AI? That's amazing. I love that it even plays true to a real Agatha deck list with Agatha as the infinite variant because she hogs all of the boosters when you play. Yeah, the old bot decks were always like Collector, Devil Dino, Apocalypse, or yeah, Zoo decks. But now they have some more interesting flavors. They have some more powerful ones. I've even seen some bots running, what was it? There's something pretty interesting. I feel like it was more the ongoing, like the Wong going style. Let's see, new bots are Negative, Destroyer, Deathwave, Agatha, Disruption, Agatha. So that's the first time I've seen an Agatha bot. You missed the old Nova, what? Yeah, sarcasm. Nobody misses old Nova. I saw a bot with Kingpin, Polaris, Monger, Magneto, Arrow, Storm, Jugger deck. That just seems like a nightmare to play against if they score the hits on you. Like, actually a nightmare to play against. We're pretty happy with this because we drew into our beast. Though Crimson Cosmos does shut this deck list down given that we only have Khazar and Shang-Chi as over 3 cost cards. The movement and destruction deck type in a bot's hands when they're able to predict your moves just seems really nasty. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do this to me. Okay. I mean, I suppose that we throw Khazar on left just to be able to have something to do. And then I can play Electra Beast and then replay. Sure. We'll Iceman him. The plays don't really matter. But then we'll bounce him back. And we'll see how this final turn's going to tick in. But I am glad that they're giving the bots more variety, because before it was just so, I don't know, it was almost a solved match. Is this deck missing Falcon? Yes, the deck is missing Falcon because my collection is missing Falcon. So the true bounce deck is going to run Falcon probably in place of Agent 13. And then you could, if you have Human Torch, even cut the collector for Human Torch, Iron Fist, and Cloak is a popular choice. Are we gonna make it? I don't know. I feel like we actually have a chance. They didn't snap, so we'll let this final one show. Oh, Austin, you got Thor today? Yes, you can play your... Do you have Lockjaw already? I've been waiting for Lockjaw for so long. I really want to play the Thor Lockjaw variant. It just seems pretty fun. Sham got Thor too? Will we get Thor? Maybe today we'll get Thor. Everybody gets Thor today. That's my hope. Yo, we won. I didn't think that one was gonna go that well. Austin, you're only missing 14 cards. I haven't checked the exact number of cards that I'm missing right now, but we have a pretty good collection here. But we're just... What is making me a little more optimistic is that the cards that I'm missing on the account here are pretty much all good cards. So I look forward to every pull rather than, you know, dreading picking up some of the losers. Oh, we got season pass rewards. Let's grab these. Sham's missing Lockjaw. Lockjaw seems so pivotal. Here's the thing. I always get this terror instilled in me that they're gonna nerf these powerful cards before I get to play with them and like make videos about them, etc. First time catching this stream. It's good to see you. Let's see. Gallagher Gal. I'm glad that you were able to find us. I wanted to stream yesterday, but I got a little bit bamboozled because I was expecting the Moonbreaker preview to still be out. And then I just had a Moonbreaker video to edit up. So the focus of the channel is still going to be Marvel Snap, but I like branching off occasionally. A little bit, you know, variety is the spice of life and all that. Honestly, the one card we have to power through the negative zone is Bishop, so we will appoint our toughest soldiers to fight our hardest battles. People are clamoring for a Mr. Negative nerf. I think it's either they rework him or leave him be. Ooh, Sham wants to leave him be. So, Sham, on the Mr. Negative nerf, I was often in the camp that, or I used to be in the camp that I wanted him to remain. I think I've changed my mind. The Mr. Negative is just so disgusting right now. I think that they could cut him down to be -1 power himself. So he'll be the first, well, the Hood. He'll join the Hood in being a negative power card on your side of the board. Because none of the self-destruction cards really synergize with Mr. Negative, I feel like that would take a fair bit of tempo off of that deck list. The problem not getting all the cards before a patch is them getting nerfed before you get them. I agree, Gallagher. I agree. It scares me. It scares me every time. I'm like, I want to be able to make videos on these cards. I want to be able to play with them. I had a stream right before a patch where we got the old Hell Cow, and we got to play like one block of games with the infamous pre-rework Hell Cow, and then they increased the cost by 2, and now it's hard to work into anything. Mr. Negative needs to turn cards in hand, and that's all. 2 cards. Turning cards in hand feels bad. Interesting. Yeah, they certainly have avenues to be able to make the rework. I don't know what we like here. It's probably Khazar. Well, Demon. Khazar. Hang on. If we play Khazar on right, I feel like this, well, overall I feel like this could be a retreat. Are we going to be able to get any more power on the collector? I believe Bishop can hold down the negative zone, because every time they play an extra little card here, the neg zone is just holding them back, holding them back. They have Swarm as their finisher, which means they'll get an extra 3 strength on the Bishop, and then an extra 3 strength from playing to his location. Yeah, I think it's too much. Alright. We don't do well with Elysium. Our deck is so cheap that we want the opponent to have to pay full price for theirs, while we play our high tempo cards. But that's fine. We've still been able to climb up 10 cubes as of the stream beginning. Alright, let's get in here. So, Mr. Negative nerfs. People have propositions. Sham. Turning cards in hand feels bad, man. That's a Nokia level of nerf. That would be a Nokia level of nerf. I think Mr. Negative being an ongoing would be good. It has a few counters. Interesting. Make Mr. Negative... Making Mr. Negative an ongoing is actually the most creative solution. I've not seen that one before. And the more I think about it, the more I like it. Because right now we see Lockjaw decks that get Mr. Negative to do his effect and then disappear. And then it would remove the effect. He has to stay on the board. You can turn him off with... You wouldn't want to turn him off with Rogue. It means that Enchantress might make it back into the meta, which I don't know if that's the best thing, but it could happen. Let's play Black Widow and Monster Metropolis. If they're playing Misty Knight, they're playing Patriot, and then they love having the Raptors for free. And unfortunately, we don't really have a way to control that. But we do have Shang-Chi, who is usually really good up against the Patriot deck. Thiago, it's good to see you. Our lone channel member, I love it. Cards like Mr. Negative being in the game, variety, even though Mr. Negative decks are currently disgusting. It does give the game variety, but it also limits what the developers are able to do balance-wise, because any card with a powerful ability that they want to balance based on having low power just gets slotted into Mr. Negative and then is potentially even more disgusting. Let's play Khazar, but we also want to get the Hood out there. Who takes the hit of having the Neg 2 Hood? Because we don't have Beast yet. Probably Khazar here. And then I'll play Hood at Monster Metropolis. Though actually, it has to be Khazar on Vault. given that we want the ongoing over here up against most of our cards have on reveal. Nico, I would actually rework him. He constricts the dev team too much on how to create new cards that have 0 strength. So Nico is on my side of his constricting game design. Nico, a guy after my own heart. Yeah, we want Beast. And then I do want Korg, but... yeah, sure, I'll play Korg over here to Savage Land. I want to see your Patriot. If your Patriot comes down, I'll be able to kill your Cyclops with my Shang-Chi, and I feel like that could be the game winner. But you're gonna play A-Bomb at the vault? Listen, I was already gonna give you the vault, it's okay. Enchantress would also be more consistent to counter Mr. Negative if he's ongoing, since Cosmo predictions are pretty complicated. It's true. Having Cosmo try to block Mr. Negative really doesn't work. Like, nobody, I don't think, is recommending that that's the solution. Let's go Shang-Chi. He is flipping first, so if he has anything big at Monster Metropolis, we stomp him. And then, oh, for some reason I thought Black Widow was Elektra. We play, I mean, it's just like Demon, Agent 13, we snap ourselves. If you play, I mean, Hulk doesn't beat Savage Land. I think this is an 8-cube win, guys. Can we build a Hazmat deck with Wong, Mystique, Onslaught combo? We could, Sham. I haven't usually gone for that, but we certainly could. Ooh. Is that Demon the biggest card at Monster Metropolis? For 6 strength, he's gonna hold down the fort? Man. So where was their Patriot? They just didn't draw the Patriot? I mean, I suppose that happens fairly often. It's just a single card and they don't have ways to thin the deck in the Patriot deck. I don't have Patriot, so I don't have experience actually piloting it to say how consistent it is. I only know that it feels like my opponent gets it every single game they play against me. But we can certainly do some deck building today. I kind of wanted to build the Mr. Negative ongoing shenanigan deck. So we'll see what comes around. Right now, we are smashing things with Bouncy. We'll give Bouncy a few more games. It's just so much fun to be able to pilot. You're playing a Sand Disruption to ruin negative players. Sandman does hold them back a lot. So does Wave, right? So anything that is keeping them from being able to use their really efficiently costed cards holds them back. But they just have, I don't know, they have so much. It feels like they're still able to develop winning board states. When I see the Mr. Negative, Sarah, Magic combo, and they've effectively, it's turn 6, and they've played Negative, Magic, and Sarah. And I've been busting my butt to build tempo and combo my deck up to this point. And then on the final turn, they build a winning board state. It just feels so bad. Gallagher, I kind of want to make a Kingpin and Heimdall work together for the memes. Yeah. With Sarah, they do get to play 2 cards, even if you play Wave in there. Let's see, Sunspot on Jotunheim. I think this is a winning situation for us. Also, I could just kill the Sunspot with Elektra if you pump it full of energy. I feel like playing Kingpin Heimdall, yeah, it doesn't really work. Now, the synergy could be you work Death, you work Self-Destruction into the list, right? And then you have... no, it only kills things on turn 6. I feel like Kingpin Heimdall just doesn't really come together. Eclate, what if they make a card that reverses the last on reveal of the opponent? Ooh, an undo button? I am certainly a favor of an undo button. Let's see. Is the best play Beast actually? Because then we reset Angela. I feel like it is. And then Agent 13 is just going even with Sunspot, but we are a little bit ahead, and we get to see whatever card they create. So I'm going to do this. Oh, but I should have done it in the other order so that Bishop would get a buff. It's okay. It's okay. Austin's missing Mordo, Black Cat, Widow, Crossbones, Destroyer, Dracula. Let's see. Well, you should be pretty happy. I mean, missing Mordo. Mordo's terrible. He doesn't fit in any decks. Black Cat is not the best. Crossbones is not that great. Destroyer is okay. It seems like you got a... Oh, but you're missing negative? Aw, Austin's been missing. Negative is the white whale. Okay, now we set up Angela first to get the most buffs. We set up Bishop. And then... I mean, I could play Electra to be able to kill Zero, but I don't want to give them space to play new cards. So instead, I would kind of like to play Khazar over here, but I suppose we could just go Iceman to ice that final turn play that they've got. And then we just sit with these two. This game is so weird. We're so restricted. Their Nightcrawler is quite annoying, I will say that. How can you know who flips first or last? So you can tell... The game never tells you. I'm about to do a video to explain this. But if the player name border is glowing, they flip first. What the game is doing is it's looking at your margin of victory. So because the opponent is winning 3 of the locations, they're flipping first. If I take over 2 of the locations, I will flip first. Now let's see. How do we navigate the win? How do we seize the win from the jaws of defeat? I think it's something like this. Khazar will provide the buff. We get +3 to the Bishop. It's not great. We kill the Sunspot, but they'll be able to play here as well and get the buff on Bishop and Angela. I think we should retreat. Their Nightcrawler is the bit that screws us over. I think it takes 8 weeks for a Battle Pass card to get included into Pool 3. Yes, I believe it is on the... It takes 2 seasons, and then they're in. Which, honestly, is pretty free-to-play friendly, I feel like. You can either pay $10 to get the card, or wait 8 weeks, have 8 weeks of patience, and you'll be back in there. If I pull negative, I would earn 5 boosters, and don't play him until he rework. Oh, no. You don't play meta in every card game, so Austin is the hipster card gamer. No net decks, no meta decks. Is Wave already in Pool 3? Yes, Wave is in Pool 3. We got her. Free to play. The account here is only free to play. And we have acquired our Wave. Let's get Angela out there. Yeah. Nightcrawler is just very annoying, being able to slink in. He gives you so much flexibility, and he works well with Angela. It's a good card. It's a good card. Washington, D.C. is great for us as long as we get into our demon. Or the hood and then the demon. Guys, who has been following D23? We got so many Marvel announcements, and I mean, I don't want to spoil things for people who have not been following it, but it seems like the devs here at Marvel Snap have been at least informed. Like, a lot of characters that are in the game that haven't been in the MCU are going to be getting worked in, and I'm very excited. Thor is already in Pool 3 too. Maybe we will be able to acquire the elusive Thor. Do we want a beast right now? I kind of don't want to beast. We'll go Khazar here. We'll see what Lockjaw slots in. We hold Shang-Chi as our ultimate counter. After this season, we get Daredevil and etc, etc. Yes, getting Daredevil will be incredible. I want to be able to have Daredevil Destroyer control deck. And the great thing is, because I'm able to collect cards, or everybody's able to collect cards faster than they are making cards. Where do we want to play Bishop? We have a good place here in Washington. But I don't know, maybe we just let Lockjaw do his shenanigans and we play over here on the corners. If he brings in anything too big, we'll use Shang-Chi. But as a free-to-play player, you're able to expand your collection faster than they make the cards, and then you'll be able to just immediately acquire whatever the premium card is every season that it ticks over, which I'm quite pleased with right now, the structure. We're still waiting to be able to see. Ooh, the beast is going to make this Gambit hurt so much. Okay, that was fine. That was a 1-drop. And then Gambit's gone, and Lady Sif kills the Giganto. Sure. So do you have Hela? I don't think you would have Hela, do you? You have 8 on... Ooh. Will Shang-Chi be able to catch out the Morbius? Maybe. Who knows? Who is to say? Do something like this. It's been a weird one. If they have... Well, they do flip first. We might be able to catch them. Austin is waiting for Midnight Suns. Oh, Midnight Suns, yes! I wanted... Guys, Midnight Suns has been delayed and delayed. I've been wanting to cover Midnight Suns on the channel for so long. Every time it comes up, I'm like, oh, this could be the time that I get to bring it out. But no, now we have to wait until December. Man. I'm so hyped for Midnight Suns, though. That is like core demographic for what I enjoy playing in games and what the channel here has been built on, like before I was covering Marvel Snap. Victory. I wonder when they will make MCU variants. Ant-Man has an MCU variant. Yeah, getting some variant art for the cards that are based on the MCU shots would be kind of fun. So it would be, what do you guys think? So they have the pixel art versions. Would you guys want to see photorealistic character cards pulled from the MCU? Like it's just a picture of Tony Stark's face, like cut from the movie. Would that be something you guys would like to see? I mean, I'd be okay with it. I don't know. It might be a little weird and out of place. I'd have to see it. I'd have to see it before I knew if I agreed with it. We get World Ship, hey? That will be interesting because we don't have any of our carry cards, and most of our cards have to have more space on board to be able to develop. This one could destroy us based on the positioning here. I love Marvel and XCOM, but I have the fear that Midnight Suns will be a disappointment. I have the same fear that Midnight Suns will be a disappointment because Firaxis looks like they are out of their depth in creating all the RPG side of things. Like, everything they've shown of the character... And I get Agatha. No! Agatha plays Beast. Agatha knows, guys. We have to trust in the Agatha. But it just, all the footage that Midnight Suns has shown of the characters like talking to each other looks like Uncanny Valley and just not the level of what I wanted to see. Okay, and now we leave. Great. So Agent 13 gave us Agatha and killed us on the World Ship. That's probably the most disappointing World Ship game I've ever seen. Because I think we actually had a chance there, given that we just drew into our Angela. What a bummer. Oh, man. The dev said that after release, they would add 15 to 20 variants a month. Ooh, they got a whole pack of variants? That'll be fun. Tobey Maguire variant, yes! The things that would actually get me to get variant artwork could be the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. The dev said they don't think... Also, the dev said that they don't think what to do with Galactus and Thanos. I hope they don't be paid exclusive cards. I feel like they have to be paid exclusive cards. Like, that has to be the first Battle Pass, right? The first Battle Pass card will be Thanos. I feel like... Or are they going to have another way of unlocking them? Because here's the thing. The trailer for the game release showed both Thanos and Galactus in-game. So the devs are clearly testing how to be able to use them and have them public. But I feel like the first Battle Pass is just going to be Thanos, and then the first Nexus event is going to be Galactus. But could be wrong. I guess I just hold Electra. Rare turn 2 pass with this deck. This deck It's because we're holding Electra because she's a better counter card, and getting the little drop to fuel the bishop is probably the best way to go. They said that everyone can obtain anything, so no exclusive. Well, yeah, but if it's the battle pass, then the free-to-play players just have to wait a couple weeks to be able to get them. I'll play bishop. Yeah, we play bishop. We play Black Widow, Electra. They've got the Cyclops. Agent 13. Okay, we'll go Agent 13, Black Widow. I want to see what Agent 13 creates. And we potentially hold space here on left for either Beast or Khazar. And that's kind of how the rest of our game is going to play out. Like time exclusive in For Honor is okay, but perma exclusive is yeah. I don't think there's going to be any permanent exclusives. The devs have explicitly said that free-to-play players will be able to have the full roster. You just might have to wait. Iron Man is so good. If we play Iron Man over here on left, we get the plus. Well, maybe it's not that good. We get +6. We only get +6. If I play Khazar, I get 4, 5, 6, 7. Khazar is actually better than Iron Man. My whole world has been turned around. Let's play the Hood. And then we'll get the Demon. And then we'll be able to play Demon Electra, keep on buffing the Bishop. I feel pretty strong about this, though a little sad that we didn't get Beast. The devs want to make a bio for every card like an old TCG. Yeah, the devs also want to give us like a big stats feature, which would be great. Get to see your deck stats in game. I feel like the devs need to make it so that you can see... we could pull the Hood out. That's interesting. Oh, man. How do we hang in there? Getting to play Demon. And then do we play Iron Man? We lose the 5, but then we gain the doubling. It's awkward, but it could be what we go for, because then he'll be at 6. He'll gain +2, taking him to 8. Double into 16, which is a winning position. And then the Demon is just there for the buff and ballast. But if they just play to... Nah, we'll see how it works out. Maybe we have a chance. If they go Doctor Doom, we feel pretty sad though. Squirrel Girl. Okay. Debris. So we were gonna lose the +5 anyway. My Khazar does give me the buffs. I think that was what I needed. And we win these. Let's go.
I am Iron Man.
Woo. That one had me sweating. But we pull it out.
Victory.
Guys, this deck is way better than it deserves to be. Like, you look at this deck list and you're like, okay, that's a cute budget deck list that's using outdated cards. And it wins. It wins so much. What are we up to? 96? I don't know, I feel like we're close to wanting to switch decks. We should, let's see. Let's jam one more. Bouncy, give us one more win. Demon mid makes no sense though. But Demon mid, I probably should have played Demon on right. But I got the buff. I mean, Demon was just there to kind of give me the general increase to margin of victory. But yeah, I should have played Demon on right to help with the Iron Man. Stark Tower. Do I want to set up Collector? I think we do set up Collector because we have Beast to be able to empower the Collector. And we'll start setting up our batteries here at Stark Tower to grab that buff. Well, or not. The Bifrost will pull us away. Play Korg and Hood. And then we'll be on turn 4. That can be Khazar. Turn 5, we look to Beast bounce them back. And also fill up Stark Tower. Okay, let's see how this plays out. Oh, but I got the Iceman. Interesting. I think that we Beast early here. And yeah, we'll play Demon. Okay, so then we get to pull all of these back to empower the Collector and be ready to play them back down to Stark Tower on left to be able to grab all the buff out of that location. You want DC to make their own CCG stuff? More of a fan than DC than Marvel? I don't know, DC doesn't have their stuff together, man. It's the Marvel Cinematic Universe that's chugging right now. DC's trying to play catch up on the movies. They're like not even in the card game or the mobile game space at all. I will say that DC has, I mean, with the Batman Arkham Asylum games, some of the best superhero video games, period. Marvel competes with Spider-Man, but I mean, the Batman Arkham Asylum games have just been great for so long. Let's get, well, Iceman, Korg, Khazar, and then honestly, I do want the Hood to give me another demon, so let's play the Hood out there. He gets buffed by Khazar, so he's only -1, and we'll hold Electra Shang-Chi for some counterattack, and the opponent is playing Mr. Negative. He's going to play Sarah here, and then he's going to play Magic, and then he's going to build a winning board state on turn 7. And our Shang-Chi isn't going to even be able to kill his best cards because his best cards aren't high power, they are Iron Man. Angela Jubilee. Ooh. They blank on the Mystique there, that's good for us. And we hold a slight lead. We flip first. That's yeah, we flip first. We're close to being able to stop the Angela, but not quite. So it is Demon, Shang-Chi, Electra. Or do I want to play... Do I play Demon to the Bifrost as a surprise tactic? I could, to try and sneak that away. He's probably not anticipating it. And then we play something like Shang-Chi. I mean, it looks like they're leaving Monster Metropolis up to our power, but if they play something bigger than 6 strength, does Mr. Negative have anything? It would be Jane Foster, but he's not going to play Jane Foster as his only card. He probably plays Magic, though, in which case we retreat. I don't know, I'll put the squeeze on him with the snap. It's probably not the smartest idea. New Gotham Knights is kind of meh. So I haven't seen anything from the new Gotham Knights. Are people not excited for it? I thought that people would be excited for it. You miss the Arkhamverse. Every Chad knows that true superhero games are Lego games, though. Yes. Ah, there's the magic. Lego Batman. What a classic. I mean, Lego Avengers, Lego anything has been really good. I am uninterested in paying 2 cubes to see how he beats me here. He just has to produce 6 points on left, 5 points on... Well, 6 points on right, 5 points on left. I've seen it all before. Ice Knight is 4 Gotham Knights. Whatever happened to the... DC was making that Suicide Squad shooter, right? That actually looked pretty good. Have we gotten any news on that one? I feel like I saw the announcement for it and people were like, this looks really good. And then I haven't heard anything about it. Up against Sleazy. I've had a lot of matches up against Sleazy. Sometimes he appears in chat and videos, so maybe we'll see him come around. We always have good matches. Let's go Korg, set up the Collector, and then Agent 13 and Hood both buff Collector. So that's our order. And then we're looking for Beast, probably to be able to play to Nova Roma to reset that stack. I do want to play Angela, but I also want to set up the Collector. Conundrum. I suppose I go Angela first, and then we'll play Collector behind, and then we'll play these on left, and everything will come around. Psylocke, so they're going Mr. Negative. It's a tale as old as rhyme. What else did we get out of D23? Didn't we have another Marvel game announcement? We had something announced with like the, it's a Black Panther Captain America team up set during World War II. That one looks pretty interesting. But I guess we don't really have many details on what it's going to be. I want to play Hood, but I also just want to play Khazar. Yeah, I think we do something like this. And we're still looking for Beast. There was one game that I had where Agent 13 produced Falcon, and then I got to play with the full deck the way it's supposed to be played, and it was a good time, guys. What do we like? I do like Iceman coming in, and I need Hood to come on down. And then it's probably Black Widow for some control. And to be able to get the buff out of Angela, we need to play to her location before Strange Academy shuffles people. So we'll go like this. Then Iceman will get put... I mean, it doesn't really matter. I should have just played Iceman directly to Nova Roma if I wanted that order. Let's see. Lee Reeves. It's Rocksteady making a Suicide Squad versus Justice League game. Have not heard anything more about it. Okay, so I'm not missing anything on the Justice League versus Suicide Squad game. I just remember seeing the announcements, and then with everything else coming out, I thought that they would be giving us some kind of update. Yeah, Beast is shy this match, Gallagher. We've not been able to, we've gone a couple games without having Beast. He doesn't want to come around. Why are you playing Wong plus... Oh, it's because we have Ironheart? You're looking to Ironheart with Wong, probably.
Opponent snapped.
Yeah, sleazy. You're gonna snap. Now, if only Shang-Chi were ready to clap Dino. But this is a loss. We'll retreat out. Alright. Good games, Lazy. Time to switch things up, I think.
Escape.
Until today, I don't know that pixel variants are more rare because you can't buy them. What? Pixel variants are more rare? What do you mean? I've seen them in my shop. Okay, let's see. We are going to go to... well, we can do some upgrades to be able to see if we open any new cards. I like getting everything up to gold borders, so we'll push Agent 13 on up.
Shiny logo.
Shiny logo. I feel like doing some Heimdall movement. I was doing pretty consistent climb with Heimdall the other day. Hey, we got Wasp. Good in the Jane decks and the Lockjaw decks, but I don't have either of those. Probably not going to be doing a build around with with Wasp. Okay, Heimdall, did you have any cards that were ready to level? I'm 1 booster away, 9 boosters away, and you are ready to level. Cloak will go up. It's so easy. I was wondering if you were going to hop in the chat. It was a good game. That Mr. Negative combo is just nasty. It's just too strong. I had Shang-Chi to be able to kill the Devil Dino, but my location got filled up. And probably the Devil Dino dips below 9 power anyway as you dump your hand. 017 with Patriot Flash Royale. Hang on. What do you mean, Austin? Are you saying that you're trying to collect the variant art for them? let's go Heimdall control. Okay, we started 60 cubes out of infinite. Now we are closing in on 40 cubes. Been a pretty good climb this stream. Much better than day one. Our day one stream climb was like net 0, which was hilarious. Oh, Wasp is 017 if you draw in specific order. Yes, yes, yes. Wasp will be 017 with the memes. Unfortunately, I don't have Patriot. Let's see. I want to set up Nova, I suppose. We have Killmonger to be able to pop it. Otherwise, you just hold it and play it to Death's Domain, right? Maybe we just hold it then, because we can kill it any time. At 1 cost, it's pretty easy to work in. It's easier to work in than Killmonger himself. We don't have any cards that are our engine cards. Let's get Forge down. See what we're able to buff. I feel like we have to draw into something that is buffable. Hey, Project Pegasus. Okay, this is where the combos come together. Multiple Man. It's so good. Okay, so Multiple Man gets the buff from Forge. He gets the buff from Hulkbuster, and then we stretch him out with Doctor Strange. And we snap. I mean, that's a turn. We just produced 14, 6, nope, because of the +2 from Forge. Hang on. How much power did we just produce? I mean, their Magneto still kind of blows us out. But as long as we get Heimdall or Iron Fist, we should be able to get a win at Death's Domain. There we go. So, you played 14 strength and we played 19 strength. Okay, we're up. The Wong deck preview screen. Yeah, we'll get Wong going here at some point. I think that it's just Nova to distribute the buffs. And then the hilarious thing is that I'm gonna play Killmonger 2 to kill their Misty Knight. But I'm gonna do it in this order so that Killmonger will get the buff from Nova anyway. We'll see what we're able to draw into. Oh, wrong deck. Wrong deck preview screen. Oh, yep. Thank you. We'll have to, hang on. Deck list. Do I have the Heimdall one saved? Alright, we'll get it updated after this game. Ooh. Why would they play Shang-Chi here and not on right? These bots, guys. They get dumber every game. I'm okay with it. It gives us a chance to win. Even without needing to be sneaky and play around winning Death's Domain. Though top decking Heimdall here would hit the spot. It would hit the spot. It's a free Doc Ock for them. Sure. Ah! Let's go! Alright, bot. Go ahead, retreat. No, you can't retreat if you snap into the final turn. They're gonna play to Death's Domain? Do they have armor? What a turn. Double additions of Multiple Man. Oh, they had Storm. Okay, Storm what? Juggernaut? I didn't play those cards. Juggernaut can't move them if they weren't played. They got moved.
Victory.
Okay, let's update our deck list. Now that's a win. That's the movement deck dream right there. The fantasy came to pass. Heimdall control. Snip me. And save me. And then it updates. Ah, beautiful. I love it when stream features work together. Yeah, the deck has peaked. Maybe we should switch deck lists. That was as good as it gets, guys. I can't play move decks effectively. They take planning, and I zone out most of the time. I feel you, Gallagher. I cannot play too many games in a row. I'll start losing it. But I like playing a couple games. I just feel like it's very interesting. We get Death's Domain on left again? Are you kidding? We even have beautiful draws. Forge multiple man. We'll hold the Nova and just be able to pop him at will. Cloning that. Okay. So I play Forge, which will buff the multiple man, and then I Hulkbuster, which gives me another even bigger buffed multiple man, and we just win through that, basically. And if we do any, we might not even do any movement this game. That's how busted this combo is. It's almost as bad as self-destruction with cloning Vats. We even have Killmonger to clean these away. Man, we are stacked. So let's get multiple man down and buffed. Do I want to play Nova yet? Hang on. Next turn I can play Hulkbuster. Next turn I can play Nova Hulkbuster. That's what it is. And then we look to play Killmonger to clean things out a bit. Yes, this is... Multiple man has many ways of multiplying, and he gets stacked here. So guys, I was like, 2 weeks ago, I realized that Multiple Man isn't a hero, right? He's actually a villain? Or is he a hero? I felt like I was seeing clips of him fighting Beast. And I was very confused because he has the X-Men logo on his hat, so I thought he was a good guy. Can anybody confirm or deny Multiple Man anti-hero? Also, I guess this is a question for Austin. Are you excited for Black Adam? And what is the Society of Heroes that is coming after him? Because I do not know any of those characters. What? What? He just kills me? With the Gambit? Just casually like that? Oh, I hate it. Okay, fine. Be that way. Take this. And this. Hang on. I probably want the Hulkbuster with a chance of hitting the multiple man, because we did get Heimdall. Oh, man, that Gambit, though. It could have hit Forge, it could have hit the Raptors, but then it just kills the multiple man. Multiple man was in Polaris Strong Guy team? Okay. Yeah, I mean, that was the Gambit dream. There you go. Clear away my Raptors, I don't mind. Well, what's the win? Because I do have this 8 strength, 3 cost Hulkbuster that I can just tap down somewhere. But we also have the Heimdall. If the Heimdall plays here, I get 13 strength. Oh, no, it gets buffed by Forge and Raptor too? Yeah, that's a win.
Snap!
Hang on, if they destroy anything, they can get the Morbius larger, but it's probably not going to be large enough. I feel pretty good about this one. You can't take The Rock as an actor, so you're not interested? Okay, fair enough. Blue Marvel? You run Blue Marvel? No way. Who runs Blue Marvel, guys?
Defeat.
I was not expecting that. Wow. Alright, fair enough. You got me with the Blue Marvel play. You gotta respect it. It's probably the only way that Blue Marvel wins games is because people think that you're insane. You're some kind of psycho to actually run him. Yeah, the bots run him. The bots run him. Bot generates blue marvel because it was their only chance to win. All right. Jotunheim. Jotunheim is fine for us. The bots are more consistent with their decks now. They could be. Oh no, Anfisk Tower? Do we just retreat, guys? What do you think? Is this just an early retreat? We cannot move cards to Fisk Tower. We can move cards away from Fisk Tower, but it's in the middle. Oh, man. Okay, so here's what we do. We show it to movement deck so that the opponent knows why we're retreating, and then we just retreat. When I talk about bot stuff, I look like a conspiracy theory psycho. No, I agree with you. The bots cheat. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. We got clipped by Blue Marvel and then Fisk Tower. Come on, give me a Bifrost game. I want to see a Bifrost game. You know, our first Heimdall movement, our first game with Heimdall was pretty pog. So maybe it's balancing out. All right, so Austin, another question for the DC fanboy. Do you enjoy Shazam? Because we got Shazam 2 coming out, and I feel like that movie actually looks pretty fun. This is amazing. Multiple man Hulkbuster together. Let's go. Like that meme picture when dude's staying near the desk. Yes, and he's got all the red lines. He's got his whole conspiracy board put together. Their sneaky skip when you play leader is annoying. Yes, when the bots basically make it so that I don't want to play leader in any of the decks that I run, even though I like the card. I had a Wong leader combo deck that I thought was the funnest thing to do, but every time that I played a bot, it was like, well, I lose. I don't know anything about this game, but I've seen your Moonbreaker videos and played this weekend. I'm addicted. Maybe answer a question or two I have about Moonbreaker. Sure, flip-flops. We are just waiting for the next preview weekend, and we'll be doing more Moonbreaker, but the channel does a lot of the Marvel Snap stuff as well. Let's see, what do we like? We don't have really any good movement effects right now, but we can play in Craven and Dagger. Yeah. Something like this. Killmonger Nova was also a good option, but that's probably what we play right now. I don't know, do we want the Nova buff on multiple man? Or do we want Vulture developed? I feel like developing Vulture is pretty powerful, and then we can huck Nova over here anyway, just for saying that we did. And then I feel like we snap. I mean, we've developed so much board and the opponent has done none. Retreat 100%? I agree. It looks like the opponent should retreat. So let's try and grab the cubes while we can. Oh, they've got a Jess Jones? Sure. Alright, now we pop this down. We'll be able to generate 15 points on Tinkerer's Workshop and then have way more out of nowhere. Pop, pop, pop. What you got? I like the second dinner would translate game in Russian because they thought they wouldn't. It would add more players. Hang on. So they are adding Russian? I haven't looked explicitly at the languages that they're deciding to add, but they certainly should have Russian. The more localization, the better. I'm also... What I really want to hear is details about friendly matches, and especially because ranked, or just whatever you want to call it, ladder matchmaking is regional right now. Will friendly matches be region locked? Like, can I play Austin if I'm in the US region and you are in the Russian region? I don't know if Russia even has its own region or if you guys play on EU servers, but whatever. Would we be able to play friendly matches together, or because we're in different regions, does it just like break? They should add league/clan system, but what would they do with a league/clan system? Does that really benefit the game? I don't understand how a card game would run a clan system. You played against some US streamers? What? With a VPN? I don't understand. I thought that it was region locked. Have they changed that already and I just didn't catch it in the patch notes? They said they're working on it? Interesting. I'll have to double check what's going on the Discord to see if there's any updated information there. Because I would love, as soon as the game releases, to run like a flash tournament and get people out there competing. Silly Boy 12, thank you for becoming a member. You and Thiago are the pillars of the community here. It is greatly appreciated. You don't use a VPN to play now? All right, Austin. Well, I mean, I hope that you would be able to connect with us because that would be a ton of fun. So we play Doctor Strange here. That pulls Vulture to get the buff, and then we have Cloak Hulkbuster to buff more, and we want to then set up a big Heimdall, and that's basically our game plan. Feeling pretty good about this. I played against streamers too, Thiago. Okay. The first 2 patches I couldn't play without it, but now I can. All right, maybe they did a shadow update on the matchmaking. I hope it's the case. It sounds like that is bringing it into a better place. I just don't remember seeing the details. What time is it over there? You mean in where I'm playing or in Russia? It's 11 p.m. for you right now. Right now for me, it is 10:40. I'm on US Central Time. Silly Boy has gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. Supporting the channel. These are the very first members the channel has ever seen. The generosity is greatly appreciated. Man, this is insane, guys. We got the members going. Let's grab Iron Fist here to pop the Dagger Hulkbuster, and then we're set up for Heimdall. Oh, it's getting messy. Yeah, we got Gallagher Gal on the first adopters. I love it. Silly Boy, thank you. And here we go. KP, Cammy. And Austin is at 6:40. Somehow it's not even as late for Austin as it is for KP. We got KP on the membership as well. Let's go. Okay, so the big play is Heimdall. Heimdall comes down. Vulture swings. That will let us win on left. Is Dagger big enough? She's going to be able to grab +6. Go up to 12. It feels good. It feels good. Ah, KP playing in Thailand. All right. Silly Boy watching at 3 a.m. Thank you. I love that you were able to catch the stream. When we get full release, we'll probably try and move the stream times a little bit to make it a little better for the audience to catch in. It's great for me streaming in the morning, but later on we can try and set things up. Is gifted subs random, asks Cammy. I have actually no idea because it is a brand new feature. YouTube just implemented the ability to gift subs as of like 2 months ago, so I really don't know anything. Let's see. We got Thiago in Brazil. Yeah, the community here is from all over, which is really exciting to see. Let's see. And then play with some creepy decks once we hit 100. Yes, that's the plan. Once we don't have to try hard to be able to get infinite, we'll be able to do whatever. We'll be able to break out the Cerebro and climb with that. Though I feel bad whenever I play Cerebro now because I like playing my Cerebro 5's deck list, but I play Omega Red in it, and Omega Red has a visual, I guess it's a bug, but he does his Tentacle Slap for every status effect that would change his power at a location, And the whole point is stacking Cerebro to be able to give him enormous change in power. So it really breaks the deck, or the game to a standstill. Thor's here wondering on replacing Dagger. If you have Human Torch, definitely bring him in. If you're missing Human Torch, then let's see, what's another good? You could just bring in, you probably focus on playing with Kraven a little bit more, and you play Nightcrawler or Vision, Captain Marvel, something like this, to be able to produce. And actually this turned out okay for us, being able to snag the multiple man here. If we get the multiple man, then we can go Hulkbuster, or I can just go Iron Fist now. Save on energy, play the Hulkbuster, and then play Cloak to be able to get some more movement. Hopefully get a buff on the Kraven. We can get this together. You want Adam Warlock to have some buffs and other rare use cards, but Adam Warlock is so good in the Mr. Negative deck. He's the only way that you get extra draw. I feel like that has to come at a premium. Let's see, where do we want to stretch cards? I want to stretch multiple man down here to Subterraneous, so I think I just play Cloak here. And let's see, we had a question on Moonbreaker from Flip Flops. What if they need to expand, hang on, where was it? Looking for Moonbreaker to get a larger board and additional modes with multiple players. Let's see, they could shuffle who goes first in the round. It would only be so long. Yeah, the hard thing with Moonbreaker, getting a larger deck, or a larger board size, and that's so good that we got the Moonbreaker, or the Hulkbuster on the multiple man. So now we get this, but now I just have rocks. Do we still win? The hilarious thing is I think we still win. And then we just show that we drew all rocks. We'll get the 9 back. I feel pretty good. Alright, let's go. Harry, hey Teddy. For your Widow Wave deck, what is good replacement for Goblin? For Green Goblin in the Widow Wave deck, let's see, what would it be? We're playing Control. You probably just bring in another control piece, maybe Cosmo, maybe Goose.
Victory.
Yeah, Gallagher Gal. If they magicked, we would have been sunk. We would have been retreat immediately and sad that we snapped, but we snuck it out there. But we only get 1 cube. Unfortunate. Man, Heimdall is looking strong right now. Heimdall is looking really strong right now. So yeah, replacing Goblin in the Widow Wave control deck, I think that you go for something that is just more control. You stack on Goose because that further limits what the opponent is going to be able to play. You could stack on Cosmo or bring some other kind of control tech like Rogue. Or honestly, you could bring something that's on reveal to be able to benefit from the Odin in there. Something like Ironheart, give your side a little buff. Ironheart might actually slot in fairly well. Oh, but if only we had multiple man. Multiple man getting buffs from Mer Island is the dream, guys. Let's grab Vulture here. We've got a Bishop. Okay. Okay. I want to start the movement powers, but I also want to grab as many buffs as we can. Though we are, after turn 4, swapping the positions. So this is where we predict. Where do we think Mer Island is going to go? I think it's going to go here, because that would be the greatest benefit to me, because I'm going to have a stack of cards already there by sucking Vulture across. And then we're prepared to pop the Nova and distribute the buffs. We have Iron Fist to combo if we get Hulkbuster or Multiple Man. We have Cloak. I feel like we're in a good spot. Jubilee. Do they not realize that Starlight Citadel is going to pull Mer Island away? Oh, the Soul Read. Let's go. Is that enough to snap, guys? I feel like that's enough to snap. And then we do something like Iron Fist, Hulkbuster to pull somebody to tackle them into the vault. This brings them over. Grabs the Doctor Strange. Probably the worst one for it to grab, but that's fine. Without Heimdall in hand, we can't... Hey, magic can open things up. Getting a couple extra turns here is okay by me. We're in a good position. Okay, so this is Cloak to be able to bring Vulture out. And then... I mean, yeah, it's Killmonger. Killmonger on Mer Island. That does get the buffs, but they're not opposing us whatsoever there. So we probably play out here. Break open the Nova. They don't have any 1-drops for us to kill, which is unfortunate. That's part of why I love having the Killmonger portion of the control on this deck list, because you can pop the opposing 1-drops in addition to getting the benefit from Nova. We also clear away Iron Fist here. It just gives us a lot of open space to be able to play with moving around, which a movement deck usually needs. Widow Wave Odin is such a great idea, but it's so hard to do. It's very inconsistent. Sometimes when I'm filming for a video, I get my block of games immediately, but that one, I spent like partly I think I got unlucky, but it took forever to be able to pick up the combo like right together. This is so tough because we don't have really good we missed our Heimdall finisher mainly, but Vulture is going to be huge. He's going to be an 18 strength. It's pretty good. Do I want to bring anything else over? The thing is, I can't completely abandon Mer Island. They retreat, yes.
Victory.
I don't know. They had 5 cards in hand. You always want to check how many cards your opponent has. If they had seen that I only had 2 cards, they probably could have played it out. But I mean, we did have a tremendous tempo there. Is there a reason to not include Human Torch? The reason I'm not including Human Torch is because I don't have him. But I think Dagger is arguably as good because Human Torch can be destroyed by Killmonger and can be destroyed by Electro. Electra. We have 2 hero names that are so close. It's kind of a meta read on a lot of people run Killmonger, so I don't like running Human Torch. I want Psylocke to make combo Sandman. Combo Sandman. So what would you combo with Sandman? Ebony Maw, Sunspot on 1, Psylocke on 2, Sand on 3, Rescue 4, Captain Marvel, and then Doom Magneto on 6. Interesting. I feel like, yeah, you could probably make that work. Sinister London is not great for us. Though at the same time, we can play Iron Fist. Okay, hang on. We play Iron Fist. Iron Fist duplicates. Then we can either play Multiple Man. The thing is, Multiple Man will really choke up our board space. We can play Vulture and get the double punch so that he will be starting out as a 13 strength. I feel like that's worth. Then I can play Killmonger to clean the Iron Fist away, give us fresh board space. It's erasing the whiteboard. Fresh board space comes up and we prepare with probably Multiple Man at that point. Especially given that we do have Heimdall that we can duplicate. That 16 strength Apocalypse coming down to Sinister London is going to be nasty though. Is the bot going to be smart enough to leave an opening at Sinister London to be able to duplicate their Apocalypse? That's really the question right now.
Opponent snapped.
They very well might be. Let's go. Yeah, Multiple Man. Multiple Man Cloak. To be able to move Vulture yet again, maybe. I wish that I had a way now to be able to duplicate the vulture, but we don't. And here's the sad thing, is that on turn 5 here, we're probably going to get a rock for free, which hurts so bad. Okay, Vulture come over. The reason I'm bringing Vulture over is because we're going to have a double Heimdall coming up. We play Killmonger. Oh, we can get rid of the... Hang on. Do I want Heimdall for free, or do I want a duplicated Heimdall? Because we could play the rocks, and then the Killmonger to get rid of them. Or we can play the odds and let a rock go in Heimdall's place so that I can get 2 Heimdalls. I feel like 2 Heimdalls is better than 1 free one. Because what do we really combo with it afterwards? The best thing we could draw is probably Doctor Strange, just to reposition Vulture somewhere, but I don't know if that gets us the win. Nakia. So they're not interested in this apocalypse. Guys, the bots. Oh, I guess they probably... Hang on. They knew that I was playing Killmonger, so that gets the rock out of hand, and then they still get the apocalypse. Alright. Honor where honor is due. Do we win by playing Heimdall? Heimdall stretches the multiple man, it brings the vulture down, and then Heimdall will appear over here and move again. I mean, I feel like it's a good spot. I think we do have it. They only can play 1 card. Oh, they had a Chavez waiting? No way. I thought after the apocalypse they were going to be spent. Heimdall still carries. By 1 though. Oh man. I was sweating on that one, guys. Woof. We're about to crack into 98. Let's go 1 more Heimdall match, and then we'll mix things up yet again with our deck list. Do we have requests for the next deck list in chat? Yeah, Thiago, that was so close. Man, we're definitely hitting 100 today for sure. I mean, we've been climbing fast. We were 60 cubes out before. Ooh, I got a Nova. That's kind of fun. Nova is supposed to be in the deck. I'll play that. We have the Hulkbuster and the Vulture, which feels pretty good. One of our engine cards, and then Hulkbuster is honestly one of the most important cards for the Heimdall deck. Because it gives you that extra opportunity to combo with Iron Fist. Let's go ahead and play Forge, I suppose. Okoye. Maybe I should have played Okoye to be able to get the potential buff on multiple man. Heh, I get the Nova. Alright, I'll play Vulture. Try and win the Asgard to get a little bit of extra draw. We can get the double Nova buff, guys. The Okoye multiple man. Yeah, KP, that's what I'm thinking right now. But look at this. Look at this. I get the Nova of old. Rumor was that there was a Nova that gave +2 to all cards on board. And we found it. I think you would be the first Snap counter maker with 100, content maker with 100 right now. As I remember, everyone is above 80. Yeah, some of the other content creators do not try and climb that seriously. Like I remember catching one of Binks's games, and he was like, I just made it up into like 70, like he plays more meme decks and stuff, which is fine. Everybody gets their own stuff. Hang on, this is like a killer Heimdall angle, right? I should probably play multiple man right here. No. Because of New York, we go back. Undo again. I'm waffling. We do this. Because New York will let us stretch multiple man back, and then we can play Heimdall to bring him back over yet again. We snap. Let's go. Do I have all cards needed to make a lockdown deck? What do you mean by lockdown, Gallagher? Because I have some pretty good control pieces. I have my Widow Wave control deck. But I don't have Daredevil, which I feel like is getting to be a key piece in the lockdown style. Pixel Ice just got added to the member list. Welcome in. And thank you once again, Silly Boy, with the subs. Building the community here is incredible. Okay. So the Dr. Oct screws us up, but I think as soon as the opponent realized that New York was active, they didn't have that one. Storm, Spider-Man, Professor X, and other stuff. We have something pretty close to that. We could play Widow Wave next and see if that's what will take us across the threshold. Do I trust Widow Wave to climb? Okay, let's update the deck list here. Marvel Snap, new deck list. Let's hop in. Our Widow Wave deck list. We're not running Professor X, but we do have Storm and Spider-Man. And then our goal here is to be able to get a little bit of hand control on the opponent as well through playing Black Widow and Wave comboed together to give them the 4-cost Spider Bite that will effectively force them to pass a turn or forego additional card draw. And then we have the Magneto finisher with Shang-Chi to be able to control the opponent, Green Goblin because I think it fits well in the archetype, and we have the nasty Storm Juggernaut combo, which is in hand right now. Alright, and Jesus bless us, indeed. If only I had a micro and better laptop. You make snap content. Wanna shake up the meta? Yeah, the more that I think people see, because I think that the meta really is wide open right now. The more different deck lists can get out, the better. Hang on. Hell's Kitchen forces me to draw the rock? That sucks. Okay, so how do we want to style this? Which is worse for us, Nidavellir or Mojo World? It's probably... I'm not sure. It could be Mojo World. Let's go Storm here. Storm Juggernaut. Lock him out. Oh, the screen's in portrait. Let's get back into the battle. Thank you. Keeping me on my toes. And you've got the Baron Mordo. Amazing.
Wind, aid my hand.
Okay, this gives us the win at flooding. But now that Iron Man has had his cost increased, so I guess the play is Green Goblin, Black Widow, and then we go into maybe Magneto. Magneto right now is not pulling any important cards. So I feel like that is a solid game plan. Oh, but I hit Wave. No, I don't think that we use Wave though. It doesn't really benefit us. Because it would slow the opponent down if they were playing, I mean they're playing a bit of a spammy deck, but I think that we still have this. They move Nightcrawler. Yeah, the Nightcrawler got us. Okay. Well, it's not salvageable. No, it's not salvageable. All right. Nightcrawler caught us. In old days, you were making Gwent decks for a YouTuber, and people played on your decks. Often ran into them on ladder. Interesting feeling, though. Yeah, that's the wild thing, is like when you see a deck that you don't see very often, but that you had just explicitly played. It feels pretty cool. Pretty cool that people want to give it a try. What YouTuber were you making decks for? Because I was into Gwent for a little bit, but I guess that was a while ago. I got out of Gwent when, basically when Mega Maogwai went over to Legends of Runeterra. I was done with Gwent. I was there in the ye old era of Gwent when Life Coach won their first tournament And then Mega Malgoy won like the second or third one. Good times. Magic up to 6, hey? Man, Iceman control is nasty. What? We get the +7 here? Is it a little mean, guys? Maybe it's a little mean. It feels pretty good, though. It was a Russian YouTuber, so probably don't know him. Yeah, I wouldn't know any of the Russian personalities. That's still pretty awesome. Okay, they got that Scarlet Witch. And a Nightcrawler. Okay, everybody's running Nightcrawler. Did I miss a memo? Chat, should we be running Nightcrawler and everything? That's what it feels like. No way. Alright, we win our cubes back. Yeah, let's play a fun game, chat. Bot or not? We'll guess. Yeah, that was not a bot. I've seen that guy before. Held Karite. He's got the premium deck back. So this guy's, yeah, that's the meanest turn you could possibly have. Bots can retreat. Very rarely do they do so, though. Bots very rarely retreat. Ooh. This gives me some spicy plays because we could go Juggernaut to be able to kick someone into Superflow. The devs did an update to try and make it easier because you have those missions where you have to get your opponent to retreat. So they did an update to the bot AI to make them retreat a little bit more often, but it still doesn't, it's not super reliable. No, I lose the Juggernaut. That's okay because we have Sunspot. Sunspot should still be able to win the flooded location.
Wind.
Good day, Simon Cleric. It's good to see you joining in. If you snap on 5-6 when you are winning, you can kind of manipulate the bot to retreat if you have a tempo advantage. But if you snap on 5 when you are losing, they counter snap. Interesting. Ongoing effects are disabled. That's rough. Do I want to play Wave? I mean, I guess I play Wave. And then the goal is just going to be to stack a location with Iron Man to be able to outdo him. And make sure that Sunspot gets enough energy to mop up. We've got the Scorpion there, eh? Neg 1 on Iron Man sucks because then it's actually Neg 2. If their bishop gets too big, we could kill it with the Shang-Chi, but it needs 5 more cards. It could actually happen. Or they just play leader and win. Yeah. On Infinite, I don't see players at all. You don't see any players after Infinite, Austin? Ah, that's tough. Let's go Magic to give us the extra turns. That gives time for Shang-Chi to have an effect if we're going to play here to Superflow, because that's where we have to play Iron Man. Ooh, never mind. We could play Magic right here, right? Turn off the ongoing... we turn off the Isle of Silence, which allows ongoing, which allows us to play Iron Man, and then be able to run up against their bishop with our Shang-Chi, ultimately. Adding leader to bots was the dirtiest discretion ever. Yeah, the bots that play leader, it's nuts. And then the shenanigans that you get when they do things like they'll play just because of like the order that cards flip, they get multiple, or like leader against leader. I've had some crazy things because I'll play leader and then they'll play leader and then they'll get my leader, but then they'll also get other cards and it's disgusting. That's probably the least coherent way to say it, but it's disgusting. How did Iceman? Oh, because of Okoye. I was like, you don't have Khazar. Gonna play Blade. Cut up the Swarm. We're just waiting for the Shang-Chi to be able to pop their bishop, guys. That's the whole thing. Scorpion and Iceman are one of the cards. You may not see the effect, but impacts the enemy largely. You love it. I agree, Gallagher Gal. They are insane. They're these psycho cards that are out to kill you. Do I want the Black Widow? It drops off his draw, but it also decreases how much Sunspot is getting. But we are winning right now anyway. We prevent them from playing over here. He'll be at 6, 7, 8, 9. He flips first. Should be able to get the kill and get the win. We snap. We're all set. Iceman turn 1 genuinely made me retreat at least twice. I agree. Iceman turn 1 is probably the best 1 energy play you can make, period. Like, it's nuts. Okay. And now we win. Do I want the... No, we just wait because we can put the extra energy on Sunspot, so it's the same for margin of victory. All right. Take us home, Shang-Chi. Take us home. Shang-Chi is insane. The fact that Shang-Chi can kill multiple +9 strength opponents is what makes him so disgusting. Imagine Iceman don't have a cap, so Hella 7 retreat. Oh yeah, that would be way too much. I had one game where I got Iceman in opening hand and cloning vats, and I also had, it was the Beast bounce deck that we opened the day with. So I played Iceman, copied the hand, Iceman. I think I played Iceman 6 times against the opponent, and he had no board built the entire game. It was hilarious. Because I could play them down, bounce them back to hand, play them for free. It made me feel so good. And especially because it tells you when they don't have a target, like if you're maxing out, but they didn't. They were always able to add energy costs on something. Iceman on negative is pretty much an instant retreat. Yeah, making your negative a 5 is pretty much unplayable. When Sinister was a hot location, I played Have Some Crap deck. Yes, that one would be amazing. The board chokes off so quickly. So quickly. This is pretty good for us. We set up... I would really like to throw Green Goblin across at Kleintar, but I would also like to set up Storm. I don't know, we don't have the best follow-up to Storm, so we probably just go Green Goblin here. We can hold Storm plus Spidey as a turn 5 here, which does basically the same thing as Storm Juggernaut. Very powerful position. Iceman, Yondu, Korg, Widow, Beast, yep. Rinse and repeat. Oh. But Gambit, you only destroy enemy cards, but I gave you a card. That's a weird one. That is a weird one. I suppose a Spider-Man here at Kiln does just as good as Storm, right? The opponent thinks that they can do something here. My opponent's name is A-E-I-O-U with a capital U. Playing all the vowels.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Morbius. They have a carry there in Morbius. And they cut up their Hell Cow. Okay. Respect. What's the best play? Is it Magic? It might be Magic. Then we take it to Limbo. It keeps the location open. I feel like that's the play. There aren't many players even on 90 plus right now. Yeah, it's definitely a low percentage of the people who are grinding things out right now to get super high. I would love Magneto to be able to drag people into the mud here of Kleintar. So, let's play Odin and activate Spider-Man again. I love the Odin double Spider-Man activation in these kind of games. It's crazy. Oh, you had an Odin? I didn't see when they discarded Odin. Okay, so we lose our Spider-Man. That's unfortunate. And then they get the Hell Cow, but unfortunately the Hell Cow's in Kleintar. And their Shang-Chi's a little wasted. Okay. Are we able to come back from this? Gallagher would like a card that if an enemy plays a card here this turn, it won't reveal until next turn. So it's a invisible woman for the opponent. That actually seems really interesting. Let's play Magneto because we'll be able to drag Shang-Chi into the neg 2 and Gambit into the -2. And that just feels pretty advantageous to our side. And then the Sunspot will be able to equalize up here a little bit. It gives us then the option for Iron Man Juggernaut somewhere for a final turn play or whatever we draw into. I don't know. This game's rough. Gambit discarded Odin. Okay. KP's paying closer attention than I am. He has Dracula. What is his final card? Are you running? You have 2 cards in hand. Are you going to have the Infinite to clap us with? Probably is. What if we try Polaris instead of Goblin, though? That would be super fun, Austin, but I don't have Polaris. I wish I did. I wish I did. I think that we need to go Iron Man over here. And then... hang on. I feel like we have to go Iron Man on right because that's where they can play to. But then Dracula could potentially get huge here. So we play like just Juggernaut for the extra 1. The alternative would be Iron Man for the plus. Hang on, it turns the 10 into 16 because he's going to be -2. And then I can play, I mean, yeah, Juggernaut, and then we get a total of +4 over here. Basically, if he has Infinite, we lose either way, though. So we should play it out like this. That's a long way. It's a long road to get to this, but this is where we're at. Oh, they played both cards, so they don't want Dracula to get anything.
Iron Man.
What? What? My friend, you could have had Dracula eat the Apocalypse for the +14. That would have won him the game. Okay. Well, we take those. We take those. '98. We are on the cusp of greatness. Alright, Simon. I actually can't wait for Sauron release. Disables ongoing effects for your cards in hand and deck. Would be so much fun with Mary and Red Skull. Yes. The Red Skull, Typhoid Mary, just play big stuff with 0. Already looks like a fun archetype to me. And getting the more ongoing disablers so that you don't have to play Enchantress. Because Enchantress, just to disable your own Red Skull, really isn't that interesting. But that deck looks super fun. I've actually seen it played where they do Red Skull without disabling him intentionally to then be able to stack one of my cards above 9 and play Shang-Chi to kill my card, and then they disable the Red Skull later, and it's just crazy good stuff. Well, opponent had connection issues there. Did they still give us a cube? Oh, they still gave us a cube. Okay. We are 10 cubes away, my friends. But yeah, once both Typhoid Mary and Red Skull are cards that I'm missing from my collection. But I have pretty much everything else I'd like to play in that style of deck, so I can't wait to be able to collect them. I just need Zola as well, I think. Be able to destroy and then copy. But I have Venom, I have Zero, I have the other bits and pieces, the bits and bobs, as it were. Let's go Sunspot, early tempo. We have Kiln again. Kiln and Storm means that we can really control this board. Honestly, I think we pass Black Widow for tempo on the Sunspot. This could be a 3-card game and win, because we'll play Storm Juggernaut, win either the Vault or the right lane, and then trust Sunspot to be able to win Kiln with all of the extra energy, because we're only spending 6 energy on the other cards. Isle of Silence? Sure. Why not? We actually got our Widow Wave combo, but this feels like a straighter path to victory, you know? Like, this could be really good, but it's winning in more steps.
Wind, aid my hand.
I mostly just treat him as a stat stick followed by Taskmaster. Yes, Taskmaster fits in that deck really well, too. I don't have Taskmaster either. Maybe my collection is just terrible for trying to build this deck archetype.
Wind, aid my hand.
Oh, you want Kiln to give you just a little bit more time? That's fine. So we're winning in center, and Sunspot is holding his own here. We have one turn to be able to play. None of these cards actually do better than just putting all the energy on Sunspot. I swear, if they play Killmonger, I'm gonna lose it, guys. Your Black Widow wave deck looks fun. Just missing Judge Magic and Magneto. Yep. If you have Black Widow, Wave, and Odin, that's kind of the we get +6 here. Yeah, we win this. We win this. You get the heart of the combo there with the Black Widow, Wave, and Odin. And then you can just play other control cards around it if you wanted to play around with it, but or you can just expand your collection and then break out the full deck list. We're 2 away. Do we go back to Bounce? Bounce was what climbed us so quickly in the beginning. Do we give the honor of crossing Infinite with Bounce? Or do we let Widow Wave cross over? I don't know. I'm having fun with the Widow Wave control. Let's take control to Infinite, guys. Here we are. I feel so bad that only complete archetype I have is Sarah negative, and it's likely gonna get nerfed next patch, and I'll be left with nothing again. No, Simon, you won't have nothing. We'll be able to adapt something. There will always be deck lists we can adapt. How close are you, Simon, to the budget bounce deck list that I have? I feel like that deck is way better than it deserves to be. I've actually found that it's quite competitive. Shady player? Yeah, I'll try to replace some. I do have Polaris. Ooh, Polaris. Bring her in. I don't have Polaris. You might be able to find the hybrid that actually makes the deck better, because you can run Polaris instead of Green Goblin. We already had Austin suggesting that that would be an improvement. Widow Wave is more fun, but I'd like to see more bounce eventually. Okay, we'll go back to bounce after this. Let us see. Yuck. We don't have anything good right now. Though Titan will be fun, being able to play both Magneto and Odin without needing to play Magic. Let's try and see if we catch somebody to kick over to Atlantis so that they lose the +5. I don't know. We didn't get any of our combos right now. We didn't get Wave. We didn't get Black Widow, and we didn't get Storm. Alright, move her to Atlantis. That's the best you can do for me. All the way to Dark Dimension. I see how it's going to be. There's Wave. The thing is that if I play Wave now, we are just getting into these cards anyway. And alternatively, I can put the strength onto Sunspot. I don't know. Maybe we still play it. We can still play it. Because then I can play Odin. It tempers the opponent. They're not able to play as many cards because everything costs 4. That could be okay. I want this cancel ongoings card so bad. I think the most important bounce piece I'm missing is Widow, actually. The rest I can shift around. You could cut Widow. I think that you could cut Widow and do just fine. Alright, we play our beautiful Odin. And then it's going to be Magneto to Atlantis and pray. Or maybe Magneto to Dark Dimension. We will pull Hellcow to have to play against him. If I bring Magneto to Atlantis, we get the +5. But we also have more opponents. I don't know, I'm not even going to snap on this one. I feel like we could easily lose. But I do kind of want to see how it ends. But if they just play one card here, they win. We don't need to lose extra cubes just to see them play one card to Atlantis, guys.
Escaped.
So 0 Maw, then this card, meaning Sauron, Mary Skull Taskmaster, and Skull and some 1 cost. Yeah, Austin, it sounds like a good theory crafted list. Once we get the Sauron or the ongoing Canceller. Would have been good if you flipped first and moved the unflipped cards onto Dark Dimension. Yeah, there could have been a chance there, Gallagher, but things were just slipping off. All right, we're gonna let. Maybe it was just fated. It was meant to be that Bouncy would take us over the precipice. Let's snip you back into the spotlight. Our mean Bounce Zoo Hybrid. That, as I said a couple times now, I think is way better than it deserves to be. Let's get over here. Death Destroyer. Bouncy. In we go. We need 3 cubes. 3 cubes is all. And then we'll have our beautiful Hydra card back. I love so much that they decided to give premium card backs as the infinite rewards rather than the avatars, because it also just, I feel like people enjoy showing off the card backs a lot more than the avatars. Up against Vijo. Nidavellir is pretty good for us because we spam out bodies very easily. We also have Collector, Bishop here. Beast, we have all the pieces that we need. This is the one, I feel it. Gotta go, thanks for the stream, enjoyed it a lot. Glad that you were able to join in, Gallagher Gal. And you got the gifted subs. You're now a member of the channel. It's great to see all the new members. I saw some meme deck with Mary. So opponent gave me Mary and spam your board. Oh, that's so weird, Austin. Bishop is probably the card I underestimated the most when I just started the game. Now it's almost an instant include into everything for you. I agree, Bishop is insane. And I don't know, I still don't fully understand how he got this good, but he is bonkers. We want to leave an open spot here to be able to shuffle Shang-Chi over. But our deck's energy curve is so low, we don't need to keep the bonus from Super Flow the whole time. We can start playing the Super Flow and still be able to play out all our cards. We got Carnage. Well, my friend, unfortunately your big card is large enough to be destroyed by Shang-Chi. What is my collection level right now? Do I buy Season Pass? Is it worth it? I am designated, the account here has been completely free to play. We started 2 weeks after the beta fully launched, and we are at collection level about 2,200. I expect to be able to complete. Do I want one more here on left? Yeah, we can do that later. I expect to be able to complete my collection right around the time that the full release comes out. So I think the Season Pass is worth it if you would like supporting the developers and if you really like the headline card. If the headline card is not something that you're just dying to get your hands on, then I think passing on the Season Pass is fine. $10 value to be able to get the card early, and then the other rewards that they give you. The Season Pass, I think, overall is pretty generous. Turn 5. Well, we hit them with the Iceman. We play Khazar. And then I think we actually play Agent 13 here to be able to see what she creates, if that will potentially warp our final turn strategy. I want them to make dedicated to deck avatars. So Thor avatar for Thor decks, etc., like card backs. Okay, so if you just choose a deck, you automatically have a matching avatar if you want. To be honest, Season Pass is more value than getting the gold for the same price. So the choice is between buy the gold or Season Pass. Pass is the answer. Exactly, Simon. If you are going to spend money on the game, then the Season Pass is absolutely the best place to be able to do it. Wow, they're just so rude. So rude that you are going to Shang-Chi when I am now going to Shang-Chi you. We got Destroyer out of Agent 13. Oh, it's so bad. Okay, so we play Shang-Chi, which kills 1, 2, 3. We snap because that means that we win at Nidavellir. And then all we have to do is come up with a win somewhere else. Ooh. We're getting the buff on the bishop. Do I want to play the hood? I guess I can play the hood. It gives us more margin of victory here because I get the +5, but then I get the additional buff on bishop. I feel like this is the best play. It's tight. If they play +9 here, the opponent retreats.
Victory.
I wanted to be able to see the Shang-Chi wipe his board. Okay, now we're 2 cubes away. We should have snapped earlier, guys. That would have been the piece. Yeah, some tech Patriot deck. Patriot deck is getting more and more interesting because they realize that Patriot is so powerful, they do better if they start including other cards with abilities just to be able to have interplay with the opponent and then still have kind of some of the no ability batteries to get all the distributed buffs. Angela, Bishop, Shang-Chi, what a great start. Collector, also fairly good. The Collector, even though he got gutted in the last update. TVA. Okay. Now we have to play around TVA. Need the early tempo. Give me my 1-drops. I need my 1-drops and I need them now. Oh, but I get Weird World. We get Weird World instead. Oh, but he got a 1-drop for us. How considerate. Patriot likes Cerebro, but locations help you. And a Patriot Onslaught Mystique is +16 power to all. Yeah, Patriot... Well, here's the thing. Patriot likes Cerebro, but the locations help you. But the... what was I going to say? The cards don't have abilities. Cerebro actually gets to play with cards that interact with the opponent. Do we play Killmonger? They flip first. If they play a bunch of 1-drops, we can smack them around. I don't know. Where's the Iceman go? This is going to be a nice block. I think I play over here. Okay. Maybe. Enchantress. Bishop's not ongoing. You can't turn him off. Wait. Yes! We got one more. We're 1 cube away from infinite. The game has decided that it's going to take us forever to be able to get here.
Victory.
We need one more win. Do you think making negative and ongoing, which is a speculated nerf so far, is a bit too much? Personally, I don't think it is. I don't think he is even the problem. That's the thing, is he is not necessarily the problem. The problem is he has so many good cards around him and so many good energy cheats to be able to get out there. But he is still the centerpiece of a very flexible deck type. So rather than touching all these different cards that make him strong, they can hit him to kind of break apart how well he holds the archetype together. So it makes sense that they would hit negative. I don't know if making him ongoing is enough, but it's certainly something. It gives you counterplay, which I think is very important, just to have exist. You never want a deck to be at the very top of the table and have the opponent feel like they just have to watch the deck run over them. There needs to be some kind of counterplay so that then at least if you face them often enough, you can tech it in and have something going for you. We'll kill their Sunspot, be very happy with that. We'll play Agent 13 and we'll play Iceman over here because this left lane is the one we're looking to bounce if possible. Oh, you put all the energy on the Sunspot? Shouldn't have done it, my friend. Do I want to play the rocks? Not really. Do I want to play the demon? I kind of want to leave my options open. Wow. These rocks are just crushing us because we don't have bishop down. But the opponent has passed as well, so... Oh, Zola. Okay, hang on. Zola, you say? Is the big brain play that we Zola demon? Never have I ever seen a Zola demon. But I think that's what it is. This game sucks. All the rocks. There are counterplays. Goose, Sandman, Cosmo. Do we really need to add Enchantress to the equation? I mean, it gives us something once he's already on board. We've got the Hobgoblin. Well, there goes... Why? I had 5 rocks in deck and I drew 4 of them? Honestly, guys, I kind of just want to show the opponent that I drew all the rocks. But he's just going to be able to play something and win. And we're so close. We don't need to pay the cube just to laugh with our, with DJ here over how many rocks we drew and how unlikely that was. And then to get the 1 card created by Agent 13 not be able to help us. It's rough. I feel like in addition to making Mr. Negative ongoing, they can bring his power down just a little bit. Teddy, did I see the Helicarrier? One of the leaked cards. I think I have seen the Helicarrier, but you'll have to refresh me, Austin, on what the ability is. You think it's missing opportunity? Let's play our Iceman. Turn 1 Iceman, as we've already established, incredibly powerful. Haim, the Snap Gods, want to dangle that elusive 100 just a little bit longer. I agree. They want to make us work for it. We are right at the very edge. 610, when discarded, give 3 random cards. Just totally random cards. Interesting. It's a 610 stat line? Whoa. Helicarrier 610, when discarded, give 3 random cards. That seems like a very clunky card to try and add in. Oh, I was stacking my lane to be able to play my beast, and then you set up mini lab. Okay, I see how it's going to be. Well. Do I play beast anyway to get repeat out of Agent 13? Maybe. We don't have much else to do, so we'll just fish with Agent 13 for good cards. And they're going to play wave, so we're going to hope that our Agent 13 card is expensive. Iceman, that's not it at all. Not at all. Not even close. I'll play Khazar at normal price. So if it shield... Okay, let's see. Hella deck will be great. If it shield random card archetype, why is it not ongoing +2 for cards on the board which aren't from your deck, like Finisher for random archetype? That would be interesting if we could get something. So we have the Quinjet, right, which decreases the random card's cost. If we could get something that would then increase the card's power, you get that archetype really wound up together. Thank goodness Death is so big, Shang-Chi will still be able to kill her. That could be our saving grace here. Okay, so I play Iceman, and I play Agent 13, and then I think we go straight into Shang-Chi to be able to get the kill. That makes sense to me. And then it leaves us open on turn 6. We can play Elektra to the mini lab, kill the Angel. Oh, but you got the killer first? Okay. It's unfortunate because Khazar was about to buff our 1-drops even more. But we are winning at the vault. We kill their death. And we get the Ultron? Never have I ever played Ultron. But it looks like this could be the time to go for it. How much power does Angela generate? Angela with 2 buffs is a 5. And then that would be 5, 6, 7, but then these are negged. I'm worried, guys, because a Chavez wins. No, because we would tie over here, and then it would come down to margin of victory. I don't think Chavez wins. If Chavez doesn't win, then we snap. I love the animation of all the drones coming in. It's so good. Okay, let's see. Austin says Quinjet, Coulson, Fury, Agent 13, Cable Mantis. Then turn 6, the Helicarrier. It would be a very fun archetype. I agree, it would be a very fun archetype. I already enjoyed playing Collector Quinjet, especially back when collector was playable. Infinite! Infinite has been attained, my friends. You were here. You were all here when we reached it. The climb is now complete. Rank 101. Infinite. Hydra card back. Activate. Let's go! Alright. Well, now we have to play with the card back. And I think we have to play... Who's our big villain deck? I mean, the Hazmat deck, I feel like, is quite fitting to be able to use this card back. Equip me. Do we want to make any changes to this deck list? Save that card back for Red Skull? Oh yeah. Now we gotta flex on him with the card back. Let's run this deck list. If we get suggestions for changes on the... Oh, I gotta update the preview. If we get suggestions for the updates on the Hazmat deck list here, we can do it. Oh, no. Cancel this. Long mat. I love this deck list. I don't see a lot of people play Hazmat, but I think it is quite good. I think it is quite good indeed. Where is the best spot to be able to fit Mystique in here, do we think? That's probably what we need, right? We want Mystique. Do we take out Spider-Woman for Mystique? Or do we take out Ebony Maw? Maybe Black Widow? Because I want Wong, Mystique, Hazmat. It even fits. Mystique, Hazmat on turn 5. And then if on turn 1 you played Hood, turn 2 you play Viper to kick across to their side, turn 3 you play Green Goblin also to their side, and then you play Wong, and then you play Mystique Hazmat. Ebony is inconsistent. Def 2 Ebony? Okay, we'll take Ebony off, and we'll bring in Mystique and see how that plays. I like Ebony because with White Tiger you still get the reinforcements and he's just so much tempo, but he is very inconsistent. Okay, then I guess we actually have to update the deck list again. New and improved Wong mat. Update me. There we go, this is looking good. KP's about to head out. Thank you for joining in the stream. You can revel in your new channel membership. We'll be getting more things going with the channel membership, and I'm looking forward to what we can do, especially with full release. Get members to be able to do games on stream, deck reviews for channel members, stuff like this. So there's a lot coming with the channel membership that's just right now under construction. Austin's about to head out. Congrats. Thank you. Now we can meet in battle because we are both infinite. Indeed. I look forward to it, Austin. Bring your best game. The deck definitely feels evil. Fits with that Hydra card back. Indeed. This one is just, it's a mean deck. It's a very mean deck. Oh, okay. So let's see here. We play Black Widow on right, and then it's going to be Hood Viper combo into Wong. Yep, things are coming together already. I'm pretty happy with this opening setup. We're just looking for either Odin or our, say, Hazmat. We could draw straight into it if we play Wong, draw Mystique, and then... No, if we would have to draw Mystique now, and then we would need to draw Hazmat. I think we're in a good spot. The opponent retreated already?
Victory.
No, I had such a good draw. You didn't even get to see what I was doing, Mr. Wright. He saw the infinite card back, guys. That's what scared him off. We just snap, flash the infinite card back, and it's free cubes, apparently. Oh, you've got it as well? The dueling. The dueling infinites. I think that I do play the Hood to be able to generate the demon. Even though we don't have Viper to be able to take care of him, he's our early tempo. Pegasus Project. Well, that makes me wish that I had waited, because then I could combo a little bit better. Okay. So we set up Wong and Colossus and Demon? And then I guess we snap, but we don't really have anything else we want to play. We want to play White Tiger Odin, and then that is going to give us 4 Spirit Tigers, which are going to fill up all the rest of the lanes. So we want to play 1 more card to Mirror Dimension and 1 more card to Project Pegasus, and that's it. That is so odd. Aw, Swordmaster cut up your blade. I probably didn't want that to happen. Okay, we've got so much tempo here. The hub gives us a card. Ooh, a Hela. Hela. Let's go Black Widow. Black Widow doubled up gives them the 2 Spider Bites. What do they do with the Spider Bites? It just clogs up their board. It potentially clogs up their discard combos. They have Okoye, so it's a Swarm deck. Swarm Apocalypse. They got the Ebony Maw off the hub and they were able to play him right here. Oh, that's so lucky. This is nuts. I don't even want to use Mystique because I get Spirit Tigers to fill the entire board anyway. Oh, what is happening? Yeah. Double Project Pegasus is bonkers. And now they only have... So the only cards they have is Swarm and the Widow's Bite there. For Lady Sif to chop up a Widow's Bite? Oh, they're just out of cards. they're just out. Nothing. They got no juice. So you have 1 card in hand that can't stop my Hobgoblin. Well, this proved exactly what we wanted this deck to be able to do. Oh, and there's the Hazmat. And there's the Retreat.
Victory.
Let's go. Alright, let's grab 1 more here. Well, maybe we're in for 1 or 2 more. We've been live for over 2 hours. It's been a solid stream. We were able to make the full climb up to Infinite. Showcased some of our favorite decks. We got in Bounce, which was way better than we thought it should be. We got in our Heimdall. We got in our Widow Wave Control. And now we're getting to play our Flavor of Hazmat. Let's see. Play a Black Widow. Set up Colossus. We have 0 already. So you are going to 0 and turn off. I've seen this before. People will play either Lizard or Ebony Maw. I think I want to set up Black Widow. At least we could... Titan doesn't really help us because we only have Odin. It means that we can play Odin plus something on the final turn, but that's... Well, we got it. Then I suppose Colossus to nowhere because he has no on reveal. And we'll spread the love a little bit with the Hood. The opponent is just waiting with their 0. Interesting. They had the 0 on the Widow's Bite. Oh, okay, so this is the I play big things archetype. They have Venom. They're going to have Red Skull. They're going to have Typhoid Mary. What else are they probably going to hold? Let's play... Because they've already spent the Venom, I'll play Green Goblin. And then probably just Demon for more tempo on Nowhere. And then we're looking at White Tiger Odin. Who would have thought? The super... Oh, hey, we got options now. Hazmat Viper. That's going to be pretty good for us. Let's see. They are flipping... No, we flip first because we hold 2 of the 3 locations. I can play Spider-Woman for a 6-point swing. where I can play Venom for a 5-point swing. But the Venom makes the Hazmat a little better. I'm probably still going for... No, yeah, maybe we do this. But I can't set up both Hazmat and Odin together. Dream Dimension really shackled us here. Maybe it's actually Spider-Woman and then Odin behind Spider-Woman. Does this make sense? Enchantress. The hilarious thing is that on reveal, Enchantress will disable ongoing, and the on reveal effects are canceled. So they got nothing out of that. Now, I think we just play Odin, and we stack up. We have good tempo everywhere. I'll even snap. We're winning, and we're going to flip this location. The opponent really hasn't shown anything too threatening in terms of combo potential. They're going to have to produce the combo from hand. And they very well might, but... I wish that we flipped second there to be able to get the extra trigger on the Spider-Woman, but it is what it is. It's only 1 point. The Magneto. And then the Rocket. Yeah.
Victory.
That's a tough one on the opponent's side. I feel like you kind of needed to play the Rocket on the right lane, where you had a closer margin to be able to flip that location. Okay, I think we're gonna call this the final match of the day, or of the stream. I might still play more later, because I'm hooked. We've got more videos to make. Hell's Kitchen, I love it. Gives us the Hood. I play the Hood. We've got Viper to kick across. We have Green Goblin to mess with them as well. And then we have Mystique for when we draw into Wong. That's pretty... Oh, and we have Camartage. Let's go. So Viper kicks it over. This is really good for us. Spider-Woman's going to be really powerful on Camartage. If we get Wong set up with Hazmat, we can do absolutely bonkers things. Depress the opponent down into hundreds of negative points. We don't get it yet. So I think we just set up Green Goblin. And we're gonna pray for Wong. Come on. Wong and Hazmat, please, come to me. We don't have anything clogging our deck. We actually had our deck thinned because of Hell's Kitchen. There he is. Alright. Now we just draw Hazmat. Draw Hazmat. Because then we get Mystique. Hazmat. And we could even draw Odin, maybe? It's not outside the realm of possibility. Black Widow. Okay, so we of course play Mystique. Now, is it gonna fall apart here at the end? Playing Black Widow would be kind of funny because it would fill their hand with like 3 spider bites. Yes, this is the ultimate villain list. I think we just play Demon here to Baxter Building. And then we can play White Tiger, which will still give us good tempo, but I really want to see... I want to see what Hazmat's able to do here. Ooh, they get the Ghost Rider. Summons Jubilee, which then drops in Chavez. Double Mjolnir activation on the Thor. Wow.
Mjolnir, to me.
Talk about tempo. Here's the thing. I get 3 White Tigers at Hell's Kitchen plus the Viper. That is still more points than they have. And I get the bonus of Baxter Building as well. The alternative is that we play Spider-Woman and we bury Camartage. And then we play... I guess it's just Colossus to Baxter Building. And hope that they don't counter there. Yeah, what do you guys think? Chat, what's the play? What's the line? We're playing a bot. I don't care if we're asking for help. Is it Spider-Woman to put them to like -100 at Camartage? Or is it White Tiger to fill out with all the Spirit Tigers? I feel like it's probably White Tiger. The sad thing is that it surrenders Camartage to the guaranteed loss, and then what? They have to play just a couple points here at Hell's Kitchen to win? But the alternative is that they just have to play a couple points at Baxter Building to win. I'd be at 9. We do have a 4-point lead. Simon says he would go with the Tiger. We do get the advantage on... Yeah, we get the advantage from Baxter Building. Okay. Hopefully they played a Baxter Building. Oh, the Professor X. Okay. Well, yeah, Spider-Woman would have been for the meme, and I think White Tiger was logically the best play, but at the beginning of the stream, everybody was complaining about the cheater bots. We got sniped with the bot there. All right. And thank you everyone who came out to enjoy the stream. We succeeded. We stay winning, my friends. Reaching infinite. No, Simon, you're fine. It really was the legitimate play. The chat was in consensus. Yeah, Professor X was an absolute curveball. He had no place belonging in that deck at all. So thank you guys for coming out. You can leave a like on the stream to promote it. You can subscribe to the channel to see when we come out with our future deck videos. There's a lot of fun stuff coming out, and full release is around the corner, so channel is really gearing up to be able to support Marvel Snap here. Absolutely loving it. Hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you guys for coming out to watch.